We're
driving, yes, to Sweet Georgia Browns.
Sweet Georgia Browns. I'll take a video if I can, if they'll let you. So we're driving to my old stomping grounds in the hood, and oh my goodness, the food is so good. It's called Sweet Georgia Browns. Sweet Georgia Brown, no S, in Dallas. So it's so good, you guys. If you like good old-fashioned soul food, this is the place. And they give you so much food, you can barely close your container. So, and I'm going for the same thing I've been eating there for years, and that is smothered turkey, legs, wings, dressing, cornbread dressing, collard greens, sweet potato yams, black eyed peas, and a big hunk of 7-Up cake. And then we're going to take it to my mom. Yep. So we have very little time because my husband has to go work. He's a teacher. He's a music teacher, music instructor, and he's got to go teach today. So we're going to be on a long drive. Here is our world in Dallas. This is our world. And we're going to be on a long drive. So
yes.
Yeah.
It's clean shaven when we started.
Yeah. He said he was clean shaven when we started. It really is going to be a very long drive. We don't live anywhere near Dallas anymore, but we've been on the road for quite some time already. But anyway, but every so often I want to go back. I just want something that reminds me of home. You know that feeling when you want something that just reminds you of home, you know? And so this is it. Dallas is changing, you know? So we kind of wanted to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life, you know? People always say, well, yeah, you're older. And that's true. We're old people now, you know? And we wanted the quieter life. But I've always been like this. Since I was a little girl, I wanted to be in the country. So this is not unusual for me. And this is the man to move to the country with. He's from Rhode Island. Never even, barely knew how to spell the word country, right, babe?
Nothing says country more than Rhode Island.
Nothing says country more than Rhode Island.
Absolutely. Boy, I tell you. You think of the wide open spaces, you think of Rhode Island. Everybody. It's natural, I know that, folks. You guys are all just think of wide open spaces, ranches, and cows and horses and stuff. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. Rhode Island is so like that. Not.
Yeah, it was a big adjustment for him when he first arrived in Texas, and he had to learn, you know, some people call them freeways and some people call them farm to market roads. He's like, what is a farm to market road?
Yeah, what is that?
I was like, a street. but you know, but that was the road you took from the farm to the market back in the day. So they just kept the title. So anyway, but yeah, this is our new life. I love the country. We're not even really in the country.
No.
We're just out of the city. But oh boy, if I ever get to the country, it's over. It's over. I mean, guess what I was doing the other day? I took a little trail mix bag and went outside in my backyard, and we had an old tree stump that had been cut down. And well, it's a tree stump, so that means it's been cut down.
Yeah.
Woo! And so I put some out there. I thought, ooh, the birds will come and eat the berries, and I can watch the squirrels. I waited for 3 days. Not one critter came and touched that. I thought, oh, forget it. I'm done. I tried to keep my blinds open. I tried everything I could to try to catch, you know, one of the cute little critters eating. No. It wasn't until yesterday I looked out the window and everything was gone. I'm like, wow, man. I missed my nature moment.
Yeah.
And so,
very shy about it.
Yeah. Apparently, nature is shy.
Yeah, very shy.
It wasn't shy when we moved here, though, huh, babe?
No.
Oh boy.
Like Wild Kingdom.
It was like Wild Kingdom when we moved here.
Yeah.
We've only been here a year. Not even a full year.
No.
Yeah, oh my gosh, babe. 7 months. And we just moved.
Yeah, about
And guess what animal decided to greet us? Remember that day, honey?
Yep.
So that morning we were still unloading this van, moving in, and I was standing on the driver's side with the door opened, and I just happened to look down at my own 2 feet, and there was what I thought was a really large worm. I was like, that was a really big worm. That worm is moving like a snake. Yeah. And I said, honey, and I back away, and he comes around. I'm like, can you just step on that thing right there? Can you just step on it? And so he did, and he crushed it. And I was like, okay, whoo, thank you, baby. Wow, what an introduction to the country. Not really the country, it's more like lakeside living.
Yeah, lakeside.
Lakeside, really, yeah. And then, so we were in the house doing whatever, unpacking or whatever, unloading. A couple of hours later, I walked outside, and, well, my friend had come over, and I was saying goodbye. And when she and I walked outside, the mama snake was out. The mama snake. And I mean, that was a big one. I'll post the video. So I have nothing. We're moving in. And she's like, oh, you're going to need to go to your neighbor now and ask him for a shovel right now. It was slithering across the driveway where the van was, where the baby was squashed. Her baby. And it was a big one. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I think it ate its baby. Anyway. And so she just scurried to her car. So motherly. And I'll tell you why I think she ate her baby. I'll tell you why in a second. I ran next door. Hello, hi, I'm your new neighbor. Do you have a shovel? Can you help me? And the neighbor's like, I don't have a shovel. And her husband pulled up. I said, please help me. And he's like, oh, okay. He was like, oh, brother. Gets his shovel, comes over, chases it around my van in my driveway, and when it starts heading towards the garage door, he cornered it and chopped it with his shovel. And then he carried it, and I was like, where's he going? He's going in the wrong direction to be headed towards the trash can. He went to his truck. Welcome to Texas, folks. He walked to his truck and put it on the bumper, the tail bumper, whatever. And I went, what are you doing? And he said, hey, in case you want to take a video, show it to your friends. And I did. I'll play it. I'll put it up. I'll just simply call it Snake. And he said, that's a big old copperhead. And he was a Texan, so he said a couple of other words too. But and I said, wow. Guess what, guys? Later, my other new neighbors who were welcoming us were so upset. I'm like, why are they upset with me for this snake situation? They said, you killed one of our good snakes. I said, what?
There's such a thing. There's such a thing as a good snake.
A good snake. I said, what? Yeah. You killed a rat snake. I thought it was a copperhead. They said, it's not a copperhead. It's not even copper. It's brown. It's a rat snake. And I said, and it's a good snake. And they were like, yes, it eats all the rats, all the other bad snakes. It kills the copperheads. It eats venomous snakes. You killed a good one. You should have just caught it and released it. Really?
Take out to dinner?
You know I'm black, right? I'm like, if his last name is Snake, yep. he gone. He dead. He gone. And so that did not happen, nor would it ever happen if I'm alive. But yeah, so my neighbors weren't too happy that I killed a good snake. It was so big, but I'll show you the video. I recorded the video. And the reason why I think it ate its baby is because when that guy chopped it and he carried it and moved it to his truck fender, it was still moving. It was still slithering, even though it was in pieces a little bit. And one of its guts was the tail of another snake. I think the mama ate her baby. Ah! Anyway.
Nothing says love.
Nothing says love like chewing on your baby. Yep. Bad.
Yeah, good snake.
Anyway, love you guys. We're on the road. It's all.
Take care.
Yep, love you.
All right.
Bye.